Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we're going to discuss about the scheme called Swamita scheme. And in this session, we'll first see an introduction about this scheme, and there is one Swamita card is issued under the scheme. So we'll then see what is a Swamita card, and then we'll discuss who will own the Swamita data, and also finally we'll discuss the benefits of issuing a Swamita property card. So this that's how I plan this lesson. Let's now start. Swamita stands for Survey of Villages and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas. And under this scheme, the latest surveying technology such as drones will be used for measuring the inhabited land in villages and rural areas. And also based on that, property cards will be prepared and given to the respective owners. So that is a brief about this scheme, and we will now discuss what is this Swamita card. This scheme is basically a central sector scheme, which means 100% fund by union government, and which is implemented by Union Ministry of Panchayati Raj, and it is aimed at providing record of rights to village household owners possessing houses in inhabited rural areas in villages, and also issuance of property cards to the property owners. So the government aims to provide such property cards to each household in next 3 to 4 years in every village across the country. The plan is to survey all rural properties using drone and prepare GIS based maps for each village. So during the current financial year, the scheme is being implemented as a pilot project in about 1 lakh villages across 8 states, that are Maharashtra, Karnataka, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, and Rajasthan. So in these 8 states, the scheme will be firstly implemented, then on to the remaining states. And there are a few steps for the Swamita property card to be generated. We will now discuss what are those steps to be implemented by the government to issue a Swamita property card. First and foremost, there will be MOU with states, that is Memorandum of Understanding. The framework for implementation of Swamita scheme provides a multi-stage process of generating a property card, which starts with the signing of Memorandum of Understanding with the Survey of India and the respective state governments. And then there is use of technology, that is Survey of India is responsible for preparing national topographic database on all skills using technology. That means drones, satellite images, etc. And then there will be a setting up of network, that is once MOU is done, a continuously operating reference systems, CORS, that is a network which is established, that supports in establishing ground control points, which is an important activity for accurate geo-referencing. And there will be public awareness under the this initiative, that is identification of villages to be surveyed during the pilot phase, and make people aware of the process of mapping properties. And then they will prepare, there is the preparation of GIS database, that is the residential area of village is demarcated, and each rural property is marked with limestone. And then drones are used for large scale mapping of rural residential area. And then the next step is verification, that is after creation of maps, a ground verification process by drone survey teams follows on the basis of corrections if any are made. And at this stage, inquiry, objection process, conflict, dispute resolution is completed. And finally the property card will be issued. After verification, final property cards or title deeds are generated, and these cards will be available on digital platforms or as hard copies to village household owners. So that is the process or the steps to be followed for the Swamita property card to be generated. And the Swamita property card and maps to be updated in the future also. The framework states that once the GIS database is prepared encompassing around 6.62 lakh villages, state governments will be responsible for conducting future surveys and updating this GIS database. So they will also decide on update frequency of the resurvey. And so that is it. Now we will see who will own this Swamvidha data. According to the framework, the ortho-rectified base maps shall be jointly owned by Survey of India, Ministry of Panchayati Raj and the state government, and GIS data will also be jointly owned by central and state. However, data related to property details will be owned by the state revenue department, as it has the authority to mutate the right of records and update the maps. Hence, the state revenue department will be the owner or host of this data, and others will have a right to view it. So that is regarding the ownership of the data. Now we will see what are the benefits of issuing a Swamvidha property card. So the main benefit is that it will improve the access of credit and other benefits. This will enable rural households to use their property as a financial asset for taking loans and other financial benefits. Then it will help in improve tax collection, that the database will help in determination of property tax which could acquire to Gram Panchayat directly in states where they are empowered to collect such taxes. So in a way this will improve the process, and also this enhances the liquidity of assets, that is the cards help increase liquidity of land parcels in the market and increase the financial credit availability to the village. And this will also help in developmental planning, that is the scheme pay way for the creation of accurate land records for rural planning. All the property records and maps will be available at Gram Panchayat, which will help in taxation of villages, construction permits, elimination of encroachments, etc. So these are the major benefits of this Swamvidha property card. It is a new initiative by the government, and it is going to be a landmark initiative also. So please study about this. This can be asked in mains examination also. That's all for today, guys. We will meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.